We are gathered here today in memorandum of those taken by the death's tragic grip. Queen Eurydice, wrought with grief, took her own life. Her son Hymen taken his also, for want of love, stripped by death's grasp. Beautiful Antigone, the gods in her case did not intervene. Endless are the woes that strike a family after death, or in this unfortunate royalty, several deaths. Such crises call for unity and shared grieving. The distance between uncle and niece widens with every second, an irreparable split.
The time for healing is now, but sorrow runs through this family as their lifeblood. The curse of Oedipus may still linger behind his family. Will they ever rid themselves of the corruption of their father?
Their father no longer lies as a source of their tragedy. The ties that held them together have been severed by the pompous actions of their uncle. They must learn to overcome these hardships as they heal their wounds.
The new patriarch may want for amends, but words prove easier to utter than perform. He may finally realize that gods control all, and will guide these two souls as their shining light. Once this fact is known to all, clarity will rule.
Show me, nurse. Where stays Ismene?
She is resting, not to be disturbed.
Struck down by loss or not, I am still the ruler of this city. I must speak to her.
Forgive me, great ruler, but your words will not repair your actions. What is done remains done, and Ismene speaks to no one.
But this is the matter which I must speak to her about. My actions have pride have made my family suffer, and for this I wish to make my penance known.
She too feels this tragedy upon her shoulders, though she wants to make repentance only to her sister.
Antigone?
Yes, Antigone.
But she hanged by her own hand.
To escape the slower death you condemned her to.
Hold your tongue, servant woman, I am still your king.
My humble apologies, my king. I must get back to my duties.
Why has the curse of Laius come to ruin my family, my life? Am I to blame for his rape of the child Chrysippus? I accept the blame was rightfully mine, the pride that blinded me, caused me to sentence my own family to death. I wish only to admit right wrong, so that your hate will not continue the curse of Laius, Oedipus, and me. Will the mercy of the gods not find a dying man in his last day?
Upon the actions of his late father-in-law, does Creon place the blame of his curse? Does tragedy blind every man, every soul who faces adversity? Can they open their eyes not to see the realities hovering in front of them?
The veil of misfortune shielded his eyes from his poor decisions as a ruler. Only in the face of true catastrophe may that veil be removed. Like a man healing from blindness, patches may look hazy, but clear in time.
What more must thieves endure before you can see again? Have they not suffered enough? What of those outside of Creon? The entire town starves for want of food and of security. Avians need a ruler who can see past the drama.
Time is the only factor on which thieves can depend. Time will bring us a ruler of clarity with the best interests of Thebe in mind.
I've come to announce the arrival of the King of Alpha.
No doubt here to mock me in my misery and ruin. Send him away.
King, it's your old friend Thespius who calls today.
Thespius has become the king of Delphi? Was his father not in good health?
I do not know, sire.
Don't just stand there, man. Perhaps the face of an old friend will help me in my sorrow. Thespius! You may go. Sit down, sit down.
Well, friend Creon, do you fare well? Your kingdom still stands, I see.
I am not well at all, friend. I have brought ruin upon my house. But you, Thespius, king of Delphi, has your father passed, leaving you this title? He seemed in good health last I saw him.
Alas, he died during his evening meal more than a fortnight ago. Is it true that your wife and son?
Yes, old friend. I'm afraid that they, like Antigone, daughter of Oedipus and Jocasta, my sister, have all passed from me in these last moments of my life.
Why do you despair so? Is there not one remaining daughter of Oedipus?
Yes, but Ismene has quartered herself in seclusion for days now. She speaks to no one but the nurse.
Females will always come around. Have you not spoken to this nurse?
But this is what troubles me. Her nurse claims that Ismene wishes to seek penance with her sister, Antigone.
But is she not
hanged by her own hand until dead? You can see the impossibility of this thing. She will never forgive me, and I am destined for death filled with guilt.
All is not futile, friend. Have you not heard stories of men who can communicate with those beyond the grave?
But these men had help from the gods. I have their curse.
You're my friend, Creon, but you're being irrational. Who are you to say who can speak to the dead? Are you an expert in matters such as this?
Men who are experts in death can never be trusted.
Are you not in contact with the blind prophet, Tiresias?
Ah, yes, Tiresias. I wouldn't be surprised if he would have nothing to do with me. He sent him away when he warned me against the edict against Antigone.
Any man of wisdom understands that other men make mistakes. He may be of help, especially if the help may reconcile a broken family.
Messenger!
Yes, great Creon.
Call upon the prophet, Tiresias. I am in need of his wisdom.
Here sits a man, broken in half.
I hate to correct you, but I am broken into more than 2 pieces.
And perhaps you have learned.
I have learned, Tiresias, but guilt haunts every hour.
Such as guilt.
It is why I have called you.
You wish me to make you less guilty? Goodbye, Creon.
I know you owe me nothing, but that is not the reason I wish to contact the dead.
Ah, Creon, it is sorrow that makes you want to talk to your family, not
This
guilt.
is not for me, Tiresias. Oedipus's other daughter, Ismene, feels this guilt also, but for less of a reason than I. She wishes to apologize to her sister, who she knows is dead.
Being selfless for once?
In some ways, yes. But I do wish she would forgive me, or at least listen to my apology.
Ah, Creon, how many times has this question been raised? How can one talk to those who have already gone from them? I usually answer, why did you not talk to them before they went? But I know you have learned this lesson, so all I will say is this. I cannot help you, Creon.
After all that, you cannot help me?
I cannot help you with contact from beyond. That only happens through divine intervention. The gods will surely not help you for something so trivial.
Then all is lost.
I am sorry, Creon.
Safe travels, Tiresias. I shall never call upon you again.
And so the veil has lifted. The thoughts of defeat that have echoed against the back of his head are confirmed. His livelihood, his lover, his child's happiness, all stolen from him and by him.
Fear takes all hope with his reluctant words. What is left to do but mourn for all that is lost? The gods have no sympathy. They will not intervene to help salvage the one thing that can be salvaged.
What is there for me to live for? I have killed my son, his lover, my lover. My remaining family will not speak to me. My kingdom laughs at my misfortune. My honor is in shambles. Guilt haunts me in every minute. What good is wisdom if guilt comes with? I pray to the God, have mercy on my descendants of this house, so that the curse of Laius will not continue.
It is true, my child.
All my family is dead. I am alone.
Please, child, if you are thinking of death, do not. You have a life ahead of you, and death can prove nothing. You will find other happiness.
When I heard of my sister's death, I had considered it, but I do not think Antigone would have wanted me to, or does now. Pity, I would have liked to say goodbye to the last of my family.